Hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Rainy Tarot. For those who are new to my channel, thanks for coming out. Thanks for checking out the channel. If something doesn't resonate with you during the reading, don't sweat it. It wasn't meant for you at that moment. Let it go to the universe. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If it truly does help the channel grow, keeps me around a while longer. For those returning, I truly appreciate all the likes and shares and all the support. And if you haven't already, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, so I've already blessed and purified the cards, so we'll just do a quick prayer and then we'll get right into your reading there, Scorpio. If you have a question that needs answered, I drew one from your angel answers, and I'll answer that at the end of the reading, as well as I drew one from your guardian angels reading cards, which I will read at the end of the reading. First of all, I drew one from the Energy Oracle to get an overall energy, Scorpio. One from your divine messages, and then I did a past, present, future for kind of like a mini love reading using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. And for we're going to be doing a 5-card spread, and I'm using your guardian angel messages and your animal spirit guides for clarifiers. So here we go. So God, Goddesses, Universe, help me to be of service to Scorpio. Help me share with them thoughts and ideas that will make them happy, healed, and the best version of themselves. And so it is. Okay, Scorps. So for an overall energy, Scorpio, you received the number 5, and that's the attachment card. So in the upright position there, Scorpio, this card reveals that your passage forward is being stopped by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. So the chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. So the stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. So Scorpio, are you living in fear, addicted to old, unhealthy habits, or so desperate about the future that you can't be happy now? If so, the chains that bind you could be of your own making. So this card is telling you that it's time to take the action you need to break out of your chains and move forward to an open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. So it may take some time, courage, and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, so keeping you stuck there, Scorpio. Okay, so for an affirmation, Scorpio, you can say this with me if you'd like. I release attachment and choose peace. I am strong, free, and able to choose what honors me, and so it is. Okay, so the next one I drew from was your divine messages. Okay, and you received the number 1 card, which is angelic being. So, Scorpio, you're an angelic being and has been with you since the day of your birth and will continue to be with you when you cross through the veil and return home. So, your angelic guardian is asking you to look for signs and synchronicities. They're trying to communicate with you now. In a whisper of gentle guidance, you may hear your name being called, feel the subtle touch of a feather, or a tender tickle. You may see a sign or a billboard, a magazine, or even on TV. So keep your awareness open to the message they are bringing you there, Scorpio, okay? And so it is. Okay, guys, so I'll put these aside for now. And like I said, I'm just going to do a little mini love reading, love reading here. So I'm using the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and I'll just do a past, present, future. So for the past, Scorpio, you received the release card, and that is the number 13 card. And you can see that all right, hopefully. So an opportunity for a renewal around affairs of the heart is available at this time, Scorpio, and it's quite possible that this renewal will happen through release. It's in letting go that you discover what remains, what is truly yours. So sometimes in relationships, you may feel the need to hold on tightly to those you love, whether or not this love is returned. So this can lead to tension and unhappiness for all involved. So even in a good relationship, holding on too tightly doesn't allow the relationship to breathe, grow, and mature. So Are you restricting someone or trying to attract something through your will? So discard any need for control and see how the relationship transforms, Scorpio. Watch how releasing the overwhelming need for a relationship allows the perfect one to appear. So shed any beliefs and behaviors that do not serve you for your highest good, Scorps. Through life, we receive many mixed and often incorrect messages about how a relationship should work. So let go of any preconceived notions or expectations about your relationships or lack of them. So by doing so, Scorpio, your current relationships can flow and flourish in a way that is best for everyone. By being yourself, you also attract to you the relationship that will serve you best. So Scorpio, this is also a card of possible endings. Are there relationships that you're clinging to that you would be better off leaving? In letting go of a stagnant or difficult situation, you empower yourself, opening the way for a new and rewarding relationships. So you can say this with me if you'd like, Scorpio. I let go of expectations and open myself to relationships that flow and grow, and so it is. And in traditional tarot, there, Scorpio, this is like the death card, okay, which is your card. Okay, so the second position is your the present, okay, and you receive the heart chakra, okay, and that's the number 4 card. So I'll just throw that like that. So the color of the chakra, Scorpio, is green. The element is air. The gland is the thymus. Okay. So parallel to the heart, Scorpio, the heart chakra represents unconditional love, compassion, harmony, relationships, and healing. It's believed to be the link between mind, body, and soul. So to activate this chakra, take a moment to send from your heart loving, healing energy in the form of blue and green waves. So blue for peace and green for healing. Send this to everyone and everything unconditionally there, Scorpio. This love will be returned to you for your own healing, okay? And so it is. Okay, and so finally for the future, you received the number 6 card, and it says giving and receiving. So when this card appears, Scorpio, relationships take loving, balanced energy. You worked hard to understand yourself and others, and now it's paying off. So you're being rewarded with joy and fulfillment. So is there someone in your life who could benefit from what you've learned around matters of the heart, Scorpio? So take some time to share your insights. Be careful though; don't try to solve people's problems. Just be a mentor. So also look for other ways that you can be of assistance to those around you, but be sure to give only what you can and no more, Scorpio. Okay. So, in the spirit of balance, be open to receiving support and inspiration from others as well, Scorpio. The universe is waiting to help you. You're blessed at this time and will receive additional favors if you ask for what you still need. So, trust that you will receive it there, Scorpio, and so it is. Right on there, Scorpio. Right? We all got to put a little bit of work in and do a little bit of soul searching and deal with a little crap sometimes, right? But once you get that off your shoulders, and it's like starting with clear conscience, and person feels renewed, and yeah, you just feel reborn again, right? And that's what we're here for, to learn our lessons, and hopefully you learn them quicker than I did. Okay, there, Scorpio. So I'll just throw these ones over here for now. And then finally, I drew one from your Gateway of Light activation, and basically, it's just when I'm shuffling the cards, I ask for what's the overall message that Scorpio's supposed to receive from the reading, right? So yeah. So you received the Stellar Gateway activation, and it says infinite potential and manifestation vortex. These are some pretty cool cards. Okay, so if you can, there's not too much glare on that. Yeah, I'll move this thing. That one light I got just put so much glare on it. Okay, so Scorpio, you're the master of manifestation. So every one of your thoughts, actions, non-actions, and choices is affecting the unfolding of your path. So realize that you have great potential and power within you, And through your focused awareness, you can draw on heavily support to create the life of your wildest dreams. So know that all energies you connect with are carried up to your stellar gateway, and if they are aligned with the intentions your soul had before this incarnation, opportunities will come your way. So it's important to consider connecting with your cosmic origins at this time and also tracking down the intentions of your soul. For if you can bring your wishes in this life together with your pre-life intentions, you can live a life that is aligned with the highest heavens there, Scorpio. And so it is. And what we put out there, we always get back, right? And I can't stress how much you know cause like we get into ruts sometimes and we start thinking negatively, and it's hard, right? Like it's everyday life. It's it's kind of it's pretty difficult to be happy 24/7, right? But if you're conscious about trying to be positive and trying to look at the best outcome, and conscious about how serious it is when you know your words and what your thoughts are, and because that's on your conscious, you'll see yourself correcting yourself a lot of times, right? Because the outcome, or when you're angry or you're pissed off, is you say something bad, and then which when that if that turns out to because of something you said, something bad happens, right? It's a lot to take on the consciousness, and that's basically you have to take responsibility for that, right? So try to be good to yourself, try to be good to others, and right, everyone's got different personalities, and people are different for a reason, right? So it's hard, sometimes you just got to put yourself in that person's position, even if you agree with them or not. Everyone has That's why we're all different, right? We think differently and we have different opinions, and or the world would be a pretty mundane and boring place, right? Okay, there's Scorpio. So we'll get right into your reading here. So like I said, we're doing a 5 card spread. For the tarot, I'm using your guardian angel messages, and for clarifiers, I'm using the your animal spirit guides. So the first position in the 5 card spread is your current situation there, Scorpio. And you receive the number 4 card, the Emperor, and it says organization, leadership, and structure. Now we quick drink here, guys. So, Scorpio, organization and logic can be very helpful right now. Your efforts will bear fruit if you can create an orderly and methodical process for getting things done. Your creativity has brought you to this time of beautiful manifesting. But if you feel that there is more to do than you can wrap your head around, consider delegating some of the work to someone you can trust. So stand back and take a very objective look at what's going on around you. Within this, when you get this card there, Scorpio, it's best to make decisions based on intellectual considerations rather than emotional. So don't hesitate to consult a mentor or get advice from a skilled leader. Or if you are offered a position of leadership for yourself, this card is a sign from your guardian angels that you are ready to take charge. So for your angel message there, Scorpio, guardian angels are used to managing many different areas of concern all at once. We are very detail oriented. If you need help getting organized or bringing order to chaos, ask us for help, right? And we do have free will in this lifetime, right? And so if you don't ask for help, and that goes with the divine, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, they can't come in and help you, right? You have to. That's what free will is about, right? So I have a rule of thumb. I say, when you get up in the morning, ask for be a little bit humble. Ask for a little bit of guidance, say a little prayer, give a little bit of thanks, and at the end of the day, do the same thing, right? And thank them for life, for getting the lessons you learned that day, or for having a great day. And a lot of times we'll only ask for help when we're in trouble, and your universe and the divine and your guardian angels and the archangels, they love it when when things are going good, and that's the times when you should be grateful and thankful for what you have in your life, not just when you're up shit creek, right? So okay, Scorpio. For a clarifier for your current situation for the Emperor, you received the Pio, and it's a Hawaiian owl. So your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now. So pay close attention to signals and omens from them. So you're receiving guidance from your ancestors in the spirit world, no matter what their age, when they died, or how many generations ago they walked on this earth. They're offering you help in many ways right now, so pay close attention to the signs they give you, Scorpio. This guidance can come to you in many forms, whether through your eyes, your ears, your feelings, or your thoughts. So sometimes your ancestral spirit guides appear in dreams, particularly vivid ones. So you might see someone who looks like one of your ancestors, or unexpectedly come across some photos or memorabilia that remind you of that person, or often a particular animal making an appearance before you is a way in which your ancestral guide is trying to reach you. So you may hear something that makes you think of a specific ancestor, or simply feel their presence, and thoughts about a certain ancestor, especially unexpected and recurring thoughts, suggest that they are nearby there, Scorpio. So repetition is the key here. Okay, so in whatever ways your ancestors attempt to contact you, when signs continue to show up that make you think of deceased loved ones, none of these physical manifestations demonstrate that they are with you, Scorpio. Okay, so you may have known some of these ancestors in the physical world prior to their death, or they may be ancestors from long ago, several generations before even your birth, surpassing the boundaries of conscious memory. So, regardless of who they are, Scorpio, always give thanks to your ancestral spirit guides, and even appeal to these benevolent helpers when guidance is needed. Okay, Scorpio, and so it is. Okay, Scorp. So your second position in the five card spread is your desires for the situation. All right, and you received the number 15 card, and that's the ego. So illusion, dependency, and materialism. So Scorpio, sometimes we feel as though we are trapped. We may perceive ourselves as being locked into a life that we don't want or like. So what we often don't realize is that we hold the key to this lock and can free ourselves by making different choices. So we can release our hearts from our prison or unhappiness by accepting responsibility for where we are here and now. And by doing so, we then can step back into our own power. So choose freedom, Scorpio. Ask your angels to remove every negative thought from your mind and help you focus on the amazing possibilities. Step past your fears and out into the light where you can grow and evolve and fly. Don't allow anyone or anything, including your own self doubts, to keep you from being the person you wish to be. Okay, Scorp. So for your angel message, your enchantment is an illusion. You are a child of the divine with free will there, Scorpio. If you are tired of your situation, choose to leave it, and we will help you make this happen. And so it is. Okay, so for a clarifier for your desires for the ego card there, Scorpio, you received the tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. So, being an effective and compassionate leader requires that you know the art of balancing yin and yang, discerning when to advance and when to yield, and pay attention to the sublets and allow the flow of the group process. So, while simultaneously staying attuned to your own intuitive voice. So whether your role as a leader applies to your family, Scorpio, your friends, employers, or a nation, you must listen to those around you and respond to their needs with strength and compassion. And when you deem it necessary, you need to follow your own sensibilities, even though others may disagree with you. So, to the best of your ability, make your decisions based on what you determine to be for the greatest good, rather than creating to self serving needs. So, fear and doubt may arise at times, but don't let them deter you from your purpose there, Scorpio. The best leaders are not perfect, but they're willing to take calculated risks based on their own convictions and passionate desire to do the right thing. So on occasion, you may stumble or even fall, but don't let that impede the acceptance of the leadership you're being called to provide. Others are looking to you for guidance, so don't let it go to your head, but don't let it go to your, but do let it go to your heart there, Scorpio, okay? So for your third position in the five card there, spread there, Scorpio, is your helpful messages for the situation. And I'll throw these bad boys over here. So you receive the seven of air, and it says awareness, caution, and consequences. So your guardian angels, Scorpio, are attempting to point out to you that many things may not be as they appear right now. It could be that someone's motives are questionable. Perhaps you are fooling yourself into believing that your own intentions are in integrity when subconsciously they're not. Rather than being fearful of this message, consider it as kindness from source. You're being given a heads up to reevaluate the situation and make changes in your own behavior or how you react to those around you. So either way, the truth will be revealed and suddenly everything will make sense. You may have valuable information for another person who could desperately use the assistance. So you or someone you know may be feeling the need for a little time alone. So peaceful solitude can bring many hidden treasures and talents to light there, Scorpio. So for your angel message, this is not a time for fear. It is a time for intense awareness of what is going on around you and within you, Scorpio. So focus your mental energy on your powers of observation rather than getting caught up in your emotions there, Scorpio. We can help point out the important issues for you if you ask us to, right? And then that's why I say it always comes down to you need to ask for help, right? And you know, even when you give that little bit of thanks, it's almost like a meditation, right? Because you get so caught up in the hustle and bustle and the bullshit of life, and right, because not everyone's the way you want them to be, right? Or so. And shit gets real sometimes. So, at that moment, if you don't do that little bit of self care and take care of number one, how can you be good to anyone else, right? And it's important to do that, and we forget to do that, right? And we let everything, start building up and building up and building up when it doesn't have to be like that. Because you take that couple minutes and just, stop. Just say, you know what, fuck it, and even go sitting on the shit or whatever you need to do, right? Take a deep breath and just center yourself, and you'll be amazed just by doing that and removing yourself from um, the crazy energies that are the world. What it'll do for you, right? You just gotta, throughout the day, just when shit's getting real, just stop, take a deep breath, and just and you'll feel that weight come off of you, right? And try it a couple of times. If it don't work, you can call me a liar. Okay, there, Scorpio. So for, like I said, for clarifiers, we're using your animal spirit guides. And for your helpful messages for the seven of air, you received the panda. And it says, create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or place of work. Go figure, eh? So a sacred space, Scorpio, is an area in your home or workplace where you can have some privacy for contemplation, meditation, or simply a bit of quiet time to think. Contemplation, meditation, or simply a bit of quiet time to think, Scorpio. So if this is impossible to do at work, it becomes even more imperative that you provide this for yourself in your home. This is a space that is your territory, whether it's an entire room or a corner of your living room or bedroom. So place a cozy chair or pillow there, and then set up a simple altar, one that contains a few pieces that are both personal and precious. Include a candle in your space that you can light when you're abiding there. Make your sacred space a comfortable place to hang out with no agenda or compulsion to do anything. As Buddha said, don't just do something, sit there. Okay? So you may find all sorts of reasons for or excuses not to do this, but do not cave in to these eternal objections. Make it important enough for your emotional and mental health and balance to create this kind of private spiritual sanctuary. Be sure to do nothing in particular for a good period of time while you're there. The increasingly rapid pace of life and growing intensities in the world are even a greater cause for doing so. It's a place for solace where one can more closely listen to your inner voice and feelings and tap into the life force inside that's expressing itself as you, right? and your body is going to start telling you, right? If you're getting tense and you're getting all wound up, it's your body is telling you, you know what? I need to get out of here. I need to chill out. Like, help me, right? I need your body is supposed to feel love and calmness and peace and serenity, right? So your body's going to tell you when shit's going, when shit's starting to go down, right? And listen to it, right? So when you're hungry, you eat, right? Well, the same thing goes when it comes to your emotions and anxiety and shit like that, right? You gotta be conscious of that. Okay, so Scorpio, the next position in the five the spread is the fourth position is your challenges of the situation, right? And you received the two of Earth, and it says balance, prioritization, and playfulness. Okay, so Scorpio, if you drew this card, you probably feel as if you are juggling too many priorities at once. This can be exciting and exhilarating, or it can seem as though life is seriously out of balance. As Scorpio, you are doing shit all the time, and if you're not going 1,000 miles an hour, you're not happy, or you think shit's not is not in balance, right? So, if life seems challenging to you, try to bring a playful energy to your task, Scorpio. Take mini breaks to laugh with a friend or do something that stimulates your inner child. Make sure that when you do stop working for the day, you get to rest and enjoy your downtime, right? So you may be feeling like you're really having to tighten your belt with respect to finances. If abundance issues are causing you stress, ask your guardian angels to provide you with the new avenues to manifest the money you need. Make sure that your eyes are wide open to any opportunities that your angels send to you, and make choices about your career very carefully. So, for your angel message there, Scorpio, we are concerned that you are trying to do too much right now and having no fun. So, allow us to warp time for you to help you find the bandwidth that stimulate simultaneously enjoy life. So, we can also assist you by reducing your stress level so that the work doesn't seem so overwhelming. Okay, and so it is. And like I said, you just gotta ask for some help, right? And the more you do it, the more you talk to your angels and stuff, the easier it is, right? You don't have to sit there like when you're in the mall and there's 40 people around and people are thinking you're nuts. You can, what I mean, like the divine hears you what you're thinking in your thoughts, right? And so do your angels. So as long as you're conscious and you know what I'm saying, right? And I talk to myself all the time, so I could give a shit if anyone thinks I'm crazy or not. So yeah, I even argue with myself sometimes. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so Scorpio. So for your clarifier for your two of Earth, you received a snow leopard, and it says, take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. So I think your Scorpio, your angels are and your divine are telling you, you know what, you need to take some self care, get back into your meditation, and if you're not good yourself, if you're not good, number one isn't good, you're not really good to anyone else as well, right? So just love yourself and take care of yourself, and because you are loved, Scorpio, and the world needs your love, right? You're a healer. So it can be difficult these days to spend time in solitude there, Scorpio, to unplug, to get off the electronic grid. So, and find a quiet place in or near nature, okay? It's important to do this so that at this time there, Scorpio, turn off your phone, your computer, and television, if only for a few hours, or actually, Scorpio, for you, maybe 5-10 minutes is even good. So, although you may feel a little anxious and restless when you first do so, these feelings will pass, Scorpio. So, use the time for contemplation and meditation. It's not isolation; it's solitude. Solitude is conscious and loving choice to be alone for a period of time, while isolation is habitual and reflexive coping pattern to avoid discomfort and intimacy. So, if possible, take a full day by yourself and just do whatever you feel like doing. So, whatever length of time you spend in solitude, be sure to write as often as you can in your journal there, Scorpio. If you feel guilty or anxious about the thought of doing this, or even while you're actually doing it, use your breath to help you relax. As much as you possibly can during this period of alone time, remind yourself to breathe and relax, Scorpio. Whether you notice your breathing becoming shallow, take 3 or 4 slow, deep breaths and watch how your tension and anxiety dissipate. Enjoy the feeling of having the sacred space of solitude surrounding you. And remember, you're never really alone there, Scorpio. And people, we get too caught up in all the things we need to do, and there's not enough fucking time for this, there's not enough time for that. But if you take that time to self care and, and learn consciously to, when shit's getting real, to stop and balance yourself, you'll be surprised at how much more time you actually really do have, because your mind's not going 1,000 miles an hour, and you're able to prioritize, and shit's just right. Shit's all right. Like, you don't sweat the small stuff, right? And you enjoy life, and yeah, just things. The world seems to slow down a bit, and things just seem to fall into place. And why is that? Because the more that you're with your highest your higher self, the more you're closer you are to your higher self, the more the more you're getting closer to your purpose here, right? So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Okay, guys. So yapping away there. So for your fifth position, Scorpio, in the 5 card spread is your um, outcome of the situation. All right, and you received the number 20 card, renewal, and it says reflection, self-evaluation, and rebirth. Scorpio is all about the rebirth. So, Scorpio, this is a very important moment in your life. Everything that has happened up until now has helped define who you are. What you do next will define who you will become. So, in this magic moment between what has been and what will be, take the time to reflect and contemplate. What is your calling there, Scorpio? Who are you, and who do you want to be? Resist the temptation to focus on sad reflections about the past. This should be a moment of personal power and optimism. Okay, Scorpio? Let go of conventional thinking, dance to the beat of your own drum, and break free of old habits, and don't allow yourself to be held back by anyone else's opinion or viewpoints. Okay? This is your time to choose the direction of the rest of your life, Scorpio. Okay? And so it is. So for your angel message, ask us for help in bringing clarity about your place in the world. Embrace the epiphanies that come from contemplation and meditation, so you can make choices that celebrate who you truly are there, Scorpio. Okay? And know that you are an amazing person, Scorpio, and you have amazing gifts and to offer the world. All right? And yeah, you know what I mean? Who gives a shit what people say, what people think? Usually people are saying shit about you is because it's something they need to deal with on their own. And right, and we're here to love. We start off, as children, you don't see young kids fighting too much. All they know to do is love and be good, like, and caring and compassion, right? And it's through life and through difficulties and experiences and society's way of thinking that we get jaded the way we are, and we need to get back to when we were carefree and to unconditional love when we were kids, right? So for a clarifier for your renewal card there, Scorpio, you received the Wolverine, and it says you are a lot tougher than you think you are. Okay, Scorpio, so you have what it takes to deal with this turmoil, one where events have taken a different turn from what you expected. So recall those times when you faced adversity, those times when you had to dig deep inside yourself to discover the eternal resources and the will to continue onward. As you recall these memories, be aware of how they feel in your body. Anchor those feelings by calling on them to shore up the courage and help you maintain your dignity. So by dealing with this situation head on and paying attention to the nuisances of the shifting energies, your inner wisdom will dictate when to move ahead and when to retreat, helping you to sustain your power throughout. So, Scorpio, by maintaining this stance, you're not only protecting yourself physically and emotionally, but also spiritually. So, call upon the warrior inside, that archetypal aspect of yourself that's charged with defending the internal kingdom and the archetypical king or queen. So, this is one of those times when you definitely need to be assertive with others, saying no when necessary, asking for what you want, and sustaining your physical and emotional boundaries. So, Scorpio, do what you do best. Pull your shoulders back, lift your head up, and look straight ahead and keep relaxed and vigilant. Okay? Do your best not to complain and be a martyr about what you're involved in presently, for it will only drag you down there, Scorpio. Okay? And so that's it for your reading there, Scorpio. So I'll throw these aside. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, if you had a question, that I would answer it. I drew one from your angel answers. So, Scorpio, the answer to your question is no. And the answer to your question is no. So you may gather additional information by asking another question surrounding this issue, and ask your angels for an answer or a little bit of guidance, or maybe watch another. Usually, I draw. I use it at the end of your readings. I'll draw from the angel answers as well. So maybe go to another Scorpio reading or something, and maybe that Scorpio reading that you pick after you gather a little bit of information will be the answer that you need to hear. Will be the answer to your question. Okay. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. And if you're drawn to a certain reading or this or that, that's usually because you were meant to receive that message from that reading, right? Okay. So finally, but not least, there, Scorpio, I drew one from your guardian angel reading cards. All right. And you received the angel of remembrance. And that is in the number 28 card. So Scorpio, if you receive this card, it's because your angel of remembrance wants to get your attention. He wants to remind you that your loved ones in spirit are trying to communicate with you. Your angel of remembrance is the messenger from the other side. You may receive the signs of their presence in the form of dreams, feathers, coins, birds, animals, butterflies, dragonflies, perfume, words, music, clouds, rainbows, or electrical disturbances. In whatever shape or form they come, acknowledge them there, Scorpio. So your angel wants you to know that your loved ones in spirit are alive and well on the other side. Grief can drop your vibration, making it hard to be able to feel the energy of your loved ones. So by allowing your angel of remembrance to be the bridge between two worlds, you will discover that your loved ones never left your side. So your powerful angel of remembrance will help you heal in your time of grief. He will comfort and guide you in your times of need and will help you heal your loved ones once they cross over. So when you are depressed or sad or lost or alone, he has the power to help you see that there is positive light coming into your life. So you may have also received this card because there is a birthday, anniversary, or celebration coming up. So pay attention to the date you receive this card, as it may be a message from your loved ones. It could also be a day of remembrance for the passing, or they may even be trying to let you know they are aware of an impending arrival of a new family member. So importantly, your angel of remembrance wants to remind you to pay attention to the signs that are being given. Always remember your loved one's spirit endures all. Love never dies there, Scorpio. So you can say this with me if you like, for an affirmation. I acknowledge the signs and messages I am receiving from my loved ones in spirit. As a gentle reminder, I am not alone. And so it is. And Scorpio, your loved ones in spirit are by your side, and they are guiding and showering you with their love always. Okay, Scorpio? And so it is. Okay, Scorpio, so that's it for your reading there. I'll just go quickly through the cards and see what kind of numbers we got. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, if something didn't resonate with you, don't sweat it. It wasn't meant for you at that moment. Let it go to the universe. And, usually there's always, I watch the other readers as well. And, if you're drawn to a reading, it's obviously there's a message that the divine or your angels want you to hear. And, sometimes they're like, no, there's nothing here. And then, I'll go back and I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, okay, right. So you just got to keep an open mind. And sometimes it's not that exact, sometimes it happens the next day. And then, I'm like, God, that guy's a shitty reader. And then, then all of a sudden I get then I figure out the message and I'm like, oh yeah, and then now I feel like a real dick. Not that I say anything or anything, but you know what I mean. Right? So yeah, so you got to keep an open mind. And when you're drawn to something, there's obviously something there for you, right? Okay. So, 5, 6, 4. So Scorpio, you receive, let's see here, we got 2 4s. And that is about it there, Scorpio. Oh, 3 4s. Okay. 6. Yeah, 2 4s and a 6. Okay, Scorpio, thanks for coming out. Thanks for checking out the channel. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And I truly appreciate you guys helping me on my journey, and hopefully I'm helping you on yours a little bit. And yeah, thanks for coming out, and hopefully I'll see you back here again. And have a great week, and Merry Christmas, and namaste.